Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Prince of Persia video. Today we're going to be looking at these trophies that got leaked 2 weeks back, and I just want to take a look at them and see what's going on because it looks pretty interesting and it's finally something that's gameplay related that we haven't had so far. So let's just take a look, shall we? So I've got this page open that basically shows all the achievements, and we can just take a look at it. And I think these are all PlayStation. Yep, they're all PS4 achievements. Here it says there's 25 total trophies, and I guess we'll take a look. So there is a platinum trophy right here. It's just earn them all trophy, and let's just go through them one by one and see what exactly it is that they're showing. I took a quick look at this before, but I don't really remember it, so it'll be pretty fresh when we're looking at it together today. So number one is Sandbearer. It says obtain the Dagger of Time. Alright, that's a pretty simple achievement. Hopefully everyone can get this one. Next up is Visionary. See your first vision. Once again, nothing too special. This is just following the progression of the game. As you go, you'll achieve these anyways, and most achievements in most games will be like this. Next up, you have Full Circle. Activate the palace defense system. So if you remember from the game, this is the one with the guy that's screaming, move the traps or move the circles and etc. I just remember him screaming, and I just have a fond memory of this one. But there is an achievement for it. The puzzle's not too complicated, but it's there. One hard decision. Defeat your father. This is a gold trophy, but it happens pretty early in the game if I'm not mistaken. So once again, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 achievements that are simply game progression. Let's see if we'll see anything that will actually be something creative, I guess I should say, as part of the achievements. Next up, we have obtain the first sword. So it's a sword of strength. You know, there isn't much to add to this. It's just obtaining a sword, you know. Really, it's yeah, I mean, it's fitting. It's bronze. That's normal. Prince of Light. Solve the Hall of Learning puzzle. Now this puzzle is worthy of an achievement, I have to say. It's not a very hard puzzle, but it is an interesting one, and I pretty enjoy this one. If you remember which one it is, I think it's the one with the mirrors. So I'll be on the lookout for that. But once again, so far we've basically had game achievements, nothing too special. The elevator. Survived the elevator fight. I mean, again, part of the game, and not much to it. Good time. Alright, let's see what this one is. It says share a night of love with Farah. Alright, so once again, this is a part of the game, but they put an achievement for it, and it's only silver, which is pretty sad. You'd expect this to be gold, if you know what I mean. But that's funny. That's there. Next up, we have Ultimate Sword. So obtain the final sword. Now if you go back to the Sword of Strength, I want to point something out. This is once again showing the sword, and if you check out my previous video on the different swords in the game, you'll see that this looks like a Shamshir, and it's the first sword that you do get. And then the final sword, which is shown here, I also discussed in the video as well, and it seems to be similar to what I discussed. So this is just the Akinaka or Akinaki, I forget how it's pronounced, but this is what I was discussing in that video, so make sure to check it out if you haven't already. Next up, we have Kill the Vizier, gold. Perfect. It says this is a big fight, of course. That's what happens in the end. And obviously these are spoilers, but I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video has already played the game, so no need to worry about that. Should have put that in the beginning of the video, but oh well. Mighty Nose. This one is collect a sand cloud. So there is an achievement for your first sand cloud. And you know, despite all of these achievements so far being pretty rudimentary, pretty basic, they're fun. It's good that they're there because it's always nice to have achievements and just playing the game, and it's cool either way. Next up, we have find a secret fountain. So I think this would be the first real achievement that wouldn't necessarily be part of the normal progression of the game. Obviously, eventually you would get to one of those secret fountains, and it's nice that it has a achievement for it. So I'm glad that's there. And I just want to point out that all of these I guess, achievement icons. They look nice. They look pretty on par with what you would expect, I guess, for the game. It's pretty cool. I like the art design behind them, so that's nice. Next up, we have there is always a time for a drink. Drink while in combat. Now this is a good one. This isn't a part of the normal game. It's not something that you would just progress through, and it's a gold. And I think this is my favorite achievement so far because, you know, it's challenging you to do something, and I like the achievement because of that. And next up, we have Flying Circus. Vault over 2 different enemies while in slow motion. Again, this looks awesome just because it's not just about the progression of the game, but you have to actually use the mechanics in the game. And I'm not entirely sure what it means by vault over 2 enemies. I don't think that was possible in the game. Maybe it just means when you do vault over one that you end up doing it over another as well, while in slow motion. So that'll be exciting to see. Maybe there are new game mechanics that we don't know about, or maybe I'm just tripping out. I guess we'll see when the game comes out. Crowd control. Stun 4 enemies at the same time. Alright, so this is a gold, and I'm not entirely sure what this means, and I'll explain that in a second, because by stun, what does this mean? Does it mean stunning as in the ability in the game where you basically there's one where it basically uses your sand tanks, or one of the sand options, and you can attack the enemies and they become sand and frozen? Or is it that they is this a new mechanic? Because if you remember in the gameplay video that I posted, there was a move in the game where you could counter, and it would basically, there would be an explosion kind of, and I think that would stun the enemies as well. So it'll be interesting to see what this is. And again, this is another nice achievement that they've added that's not necessarily part of the normal progression of the game. Now, what's this one? It says any water is good water. Okay, drink water from a waterfall. Okay, that's new. Now, if you remember in the game, you could drink water from the ground, like puddles of water, where you could drink from fountains. But I can't think of a time when you could drink water from a waterfall. So that's awesome. That just shows that there will be waterfalls, and that waterfalls that you can drink from. So looking out for that. I didn't know you could even do that, but I might have to play the game again and check. But that's new. Definitely cool to see. So far we had a bunch of progression achievements. Now we have a bunch of gameplay achievements, and I think so far it's a good mix of achievements for what the game is, and it's a pretty short game, but they're managing to get some nice achievements in there as well. Let's see what the next one is. It says defeat 15 enemies in a row without taking damage. so this is stand the fight down. That's interesting. This is perfect for those people who do no-hit runs in different games, like Dark Souls and etc. This is like the perfect achievement for them, and it's a gold trophy, and that makes sense. And once again, this is awesome just because of the fact that they're adding these achievements in there. We're almost to the end. So next one is Scapegoat. Freeze the same enemy 5 times. Again, another achievement that's just there for fun, and I really enjoy these ones. And I'm curious as to how this would occur without you killing them. I guess it's just like freezing them with the sand, but it's a nice achievement overall. Next one is hidden doors. So it says find the secret level. So this is not Now that's interesting. I'm curious as to what this means. There was that level that led to the 1989 Prince of Persia in the original, and I'm not sure if that's what it means. And looking at the door, it looks... I don't remember that door. It's been a while since I've played though. So I'm actually really curious as to see what the secret level is, and this might be one of the new additions they've made to the game, so that's really cool to see. And you know what, it's making me pretty excited for the game, not gonna lie. And it's a silver, so that's interesting. It never happened. Rewind first time. So this is just a basic achievement of rewinding, which is a bronze trophy, and that's always cool. And next one is ... I swear. Rewind 25 times. This is perfect. Like, the achievement title for this one is spot on. Imagine doing something and then, you know, getting frustrated and just like, oh my god, I swear. And you've done this like 25 times. That's perfect. Great achievement. Bronze achievement. I'm glad that it's there. Yeah. So next one is Mega Freeze. Execute a Mega Freeze during combat. So this is the one that flashes everywhere, and you can basically throw the enemies in the air with the sand, or make them stunned, basically, as sand monsters. So since this is here, I'm assuming that this one, stun 4 enemies, is completely different, and this might be a new mechanic in the game, the crowd control one. So as the gameplay comes out, I guess we'll see. Next up, no respect. Alright. Drink while a frozen enemy is slowly falling down. This one's dope. Yeah, you can just see in the pictures, this guy's just floating in the air with the princess drinking from a fountain. That's a really cool achievement. Once again, I'm loving the mix of progression level achievements and the mix of these random ones that you can do and have fun in the game while doing them. And last but not least, a smoldering gaze. Stare at Farah very closely. This was just funny. I remember in the original game, you could go in first person mode and just look at Farah, and then she would say something at you. I don't remember what it was, but now that they have an achievement for it, it's even funnier. So I'll be looking out for that as well. And that's it, everybody. So that was over 25 achievements on the PlayStation 4 version, over 1,290 points, and overall these achievements are pretty well balanced. You have a mix of progression achievements and a mix of these gameplay ones where you can do them and have fun with the game, and I think overall there's a mix. They could probably add a bit more in the fun achievements as well, but maybe something related to parkour. I know there is one with the vaulting, but maybe more about the parkour as well, and that'd be awesome. But overall, it's well balanced. It's making me more excited for the game, especially with the different mechanics that seem to be new. So we'll be looking out for that. But that's it, everybody. Look out for my new videos. Tomorrow there will be a Raji, and the day after there will be Prince of Persia Classic. So make sure to check those out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.